Hi everyone. Today we are discussing about how to explain a project. In previous session, we already discussed about a tell me about yourself. In that question, you are already told during the project, internship, and your education details also and skills. But some interviewers they will ask your project in separately. They will ask more questions during your project. First of all, what is project? A project is a practical application where we use our knowledge and skills to solve a real world problem. It involves planning, designing, developing, testing, and delivering a solution within a specific time. A project means you are building one real time application, like you are gathering the one solution for a problem. In here, I'm taking the one random project. The interviewer will ask, explain your project. Then we'll say everything about your project in detail explanation. This is main important. You should have to tell in detail about your project. Don't tell the what is what. For example, we are taking as the library management system. We are building one web application. It will helps to store the data in a database. We can check only for the database how many people are taken the books, how many people are buy a books, how many people are to rent a books, how many peoples they will give the written a book. We will check everything during the application. In here, how to create the application. You can use the front-end technologies like HTML, CSS, JavaScript to design the UI. And backend, we are taking at the Java and SQL to store the data. Java will help to secure the data and store the data in SQL perfectly. In real time, you are creating one web application. This is entire about your project. The next question is, what was your role in the project? What you do during your project? Actually, one project can do in a team like 5 peoples or 4 peoples. In my project, my main role was handling the back-end development. I was responsible for writing the core logic of the application and connecting it with the database using SQL queries. I also ensured that the data was correctly stored and retrieved and that the application responded properly to user actions. Additionally, I performed basic testing to verify that all functionalities were working as expected. This role helped me improve my coding skills and gave me a clear understanding of how different modules integrate in a full stack application. In this question, you should have to tell what you do during your project. In here, I'm telling you that I'm a backend developer. I'm creating the some core logics by using the Java programming to connect with the SQL queries like DDL, DML, DCL. By using the Java and SQL, the data should be stored in perfectly or not. I will check multiple times. And also I will test everything, how the data will be stored. And we can also check how much time for the storing the data, like 3 seconds, 5 seconds, 10 seconds. Everything I should has to be checked. Is there any benefit? Yes, I have a one benefit to improve my coding skills during the project. The next question is, what challenge did you face? The challenge in the sense errors. When you're creating any project, everybody should get the errors. How to rectify the error? Then tell your interviewer. In here, one of the major challenge I faced was optimizing database queries, as some queries were taking more time to execute. I restructured the queries and implemented indexing, which improved performance significantly. Another challenge was integrating the different models of the application. I overcame this by debugging step by step and collaborate with my team members to ensure the smooth integration. This challenge helped me improve my problem solving and debugging skills. In here, I'm taking the two challenges. The first one is I'm optimizing the database queries. In database, I've read the so many queries like DDL, DML, and group having so many queries, and it takes some time. The query will be the executing, and the project is the library management system. For example, I will get the student details, and after 30 seconds, I will getting the purchasing books customer details. So it takes a lot of time. So I declare to restructure the queries by using the help of the team peoples. And the other challenge is to integrating the different models. In our project, we are taking at the four models are there. The first one is total customers. Second one is how many people are purchasing the books. Third one is rental books. And fourth one is category books. I mean stock. So the four models should be working in perfectly to get the data very fastly. So one more challenge to integrate in the different models of the application. We will discuss about the team members. So everything the four people will be the collaborated, and everything will be the checking for the errors. Four peoples they will do the debugging, means to rectify the errors. When we will rectify the errors, we are improving our skills. The next question is, what did you learn from your project? It means the project is very helpful to you or not. From this project, I learned how to design and develop a complete application from scratch. I gained the practical experience in backend development, database management, and debugging. I also understand the importance of the teamwork, time management, and effective communication. Overall, this project helped me bridge the gap between theoretical knowledge and real world application. It means everybody should learn, but the theory knowledge and the practical knowledge should be the difference. When you do the project, you will gain the real time experience. Why? Because you can do your hands on experience. In here, I'm telling you the to developing at the backend development in the database connectivity, and they are rectifying the errors, means debugging skills also will be the increased, and teamwork every person can do to complete the project, and time management is also very important, like and the time management is also very important. Maximum 3 to 6 months, 3 to 6 months is enough to complete your project. And good communication. And the next question is, what technologies did you use and why? Just just simple, what type of technologies you are using during your project. In here, interviewer asks this question, just tell your technology benefits, like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, in the backend side Java, SQL. These are the technologies. Just tell the technologies benefits only. I use the SQL in here. I use the Java because it's the stable and security, and I use the SQL for the database. Why? Because the reliable and efficiency to handle the structured data also. For the front end, I'm using the HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Why? Because it's a very simple and very effective, and the UI also very good and attractive. These technologies together help to developing a scalable and user-friendly web application. So we can create the these technologies together helped in developing a scalable and user-friendly web application. So this web application is easy to create by using these technologies. So these 5 questions are the very important, because the interviewer can ask the project in separately. Once your project is well and good, they will ask some more questions during this project. Once if you are doing machine learning projects, just tell your machine learning project and the technologies and description, what you do during the project. And if you can do any artificial intelligence project, just tell everything about that. If you have any questions, ask me in comment box. Thank you.